One of the most exciting new features of Tableau 2019.1 is what's called natural language query, or what Tableau just calls in short Ask Data. Now, first thing to understand, this is a Tableau Server 2019.1 feature, not a Tableau desktop feature. So you have to have Tableau Server available to you either on your own premises or via Tableau Online to make use of natural language query or Ask Data. So here's my Tableau Server. I have a project with a Blaze Group Samples is the name of it. I have a data source in it, an extract called radio station streaming data. And I now have a new Ask Data option when I connect to that data connection in my web browser. The idea is to ask natural language questions like number of records by country name. And as you begin to type kind of a natural language query, Tableau interprets dimensions and measures and comes up with a suggestion for you using a default aggregation and default measure names and dimension names. The result being a visualization using some form of Tableau visual best practice. In this case, I was using a geographic dimension, so I got a map. Now, this immediately may give you some thoughts about great options for natural language queries. It also could give you some challenges. For example, if I am going to analyze this radio station streaming data, I might have a user who's not quite so familiar with the whole concept of dimensions and measures and numbers of records and might say listeners by state. And if I look at this, there's really nothing that comes up here that's going to work for them. This is not what I want. The problem is I have dimensions and measures that are not named appropriately for this kind of a query. So one of the first rules about using natural language Ask Data is consider how your data source is laid out and how dimensions and measures are named and organized before you publish the data source to Server. But if you're here already in Server, you can do some tricks to make this easier to understand. For example, this duration measure is really in seconds. I'm going to do something called edit a synonym and add the synonym seconds to indicate that particular measure, and that now can refer to the duration measure is seconds. Number of records, I'm going to add two synonyms to that, listeners and streams, separated by commas. Region, I'm going to add a synonym, and that is going to be state. And country name, I'm going to add a synonym just for country. And now that I've added these synonyms, I can come up and now say listeners by state. And darn it, look at this. I now get the particular query that I was thinking about actually visualized for me. Let's add a little bit additional here in the United States. And literally, Tableau is smart enough to add that filter in and give me a geographic map of the number of records by state within the United States using those synonyms. So we get a quick idea here of the real benefits of natural language Ask Data in Tableau Server 2019.1 and your quick ability to make things easier to understand and use by use of synonyms. A Blaze Group can help you set up your Tableau Server 2019.1 system, help you get the natural language Ask Data search working properly for your organization. Just give us a call or come over to our website. If you like the video, click the like button, subscribe to see more, and we look forward to talking to you soon.